Hello everyone, I am Ritika Jujgar, Assistant Professor IT Department. So in this video lecture we discuss about two-phase method and how to solve the linear programming problem by using two-phase method. So while solving the linear programming problem, so there are different steps are used in the two-phase method. So the process of eliminating artificial variable is performed in the phase 1 of the solution and the phase 2 is used to get an optimal solution. Since the solution of linear programming problem is computed in two phases, so it is called as a two-phase simplex method. So in this two-phase method we are using phase 1 and phase 2. So phase 1 is used for removing artificial variables and in the phase 2 we are getting the optimal solution. So the phase 2 is similar to the simplex method. So here in the two-phase method we are using the artificial variable. So artificial variable based video I have already provided in the description box. So you can check the artificial variable based video. So why we are using the artificial variables in the two-phase method? So if we are having the equation is greater than equal to type, so in that case we are using surplus variables with a artificial variables. But in a simplex method we are using the slack variables only. Why? Because in this type of equation in the simplex method we are having the equation is in the form of a less than equal to sign. But if we are having the equation is in the form of greater than equal to, so in that case we are adding the artificial variables. So if you are using the artificial variables in the given equation, so this type of problem we can solve by using two-phase method. So first we uh, check the phase 1. So in this phase 1, the simplex method is applied to a specially constructed auxiliary linear programming problem leading to a final simplex table. So this final simplex table containing a basic feasible solution to the original problem. So in the phase 1, first step is assign a cost -1 to each artificial variable and a cost 0 to all other variables in the objective function. The second step for the phase 1 is to construct the auxiliary linear programming problem in which the new objective function, that is z star, is to be maximized subject to the given set of constraints. So in the second step, for solving the two-phase method, we required the objective function should be maximized. We not use the minimize objective function. If we are having the objective function is in the form of minimization, then first we have to convert this minimize objective function into the maximization form. So how to check or how to convert the minimize objective function into the maximize form? So changing the sense of the optimization. So any linear minimization problem can be viewed as an equivalent linear maximization problem and vice versa. So if you are converting our objective function from minimize to the maximize, so there is a formula. So minimize the summation of all the cost value with a decision variable, that is Cj xj, from j equal to 1 to n is equal to the maximization function summation of j equal to 1 to n for minus Cj xj. So here the Cj is the cost and x is our decision variable. So if we are converting our objective function minimize to the maximize, we are using here negative sign. So if z is the optimal value of the left hand expression, so here for the minimize, so this is our optimal value, that is z, then the minus z is the optimal value of the right hand expression. So if you are considering this minimize is our z, that is objective function. So if you are converting the minimize function into the maximize objective function, we are using the minus sign. Okay, so if the z is the optimal value of the left hand side expression, then the minus z is the optimal value of the right hand side expression. So there is one example for converting the minimize objective function into the maximize objective function. So here we have a example. So minimize z is equal to the minus 3x1 plus x2 minus 2x3, and there are subjected constants are x1 plus 3x2 plus x3 is less than equal to 5, 2x1 minus x2 plus x3 is greater than equal to 2, and 4x1 plus 3x2 minus 2x3 is equal to 5, and non-negativity constants are x1, x2, x3 is greater than equal to 0. So here for the two-phase method, or while solving the two-phase method example, first we are to convert this minimize objective function into the maximize form. So if the objective function is in the form of a minimization form, then convert it into the maximization form. How to convert? So there is a solution. So this is our formula: minimize summation of Cj Xj from j equal to 1 to n is equal to the maximize summation of minus Cj Xj from j equal to 1 to n. So here, so we required our solution is in the form of a maximize z, and all the negative signs are becomes positive and positive becomes negative. So here minus 3x, so minus minus become plus, so 3x1. So here we have plus x2, so it becomes minus x2, and we have minus 2x3, it becomes plus 2x3. So this is our maximize objective function, and all the subjected constraints are as it is. Okay, so here we just convert objective function minimize into the maximize form. Okay, so this is our step 2. So the next step for the phase 1 is solve the auxiliary problem by simplex method until either of the following three possibilities do arises. So there are three cases are present: max z star, that is maximize objective function, is less than 0, and at least one artificial vector appear in the optimum basis at the positive level, that is z delta j is greater than equal to 0. So in this case, the given problem does not possess any feasible solution. So we are not getting any feasible solution. For the second case, the max z star, that is maximized objective function, is equal to 0, and at least one artificial vector appears in the optimum basis at a 0 level. So in this case, we will proceed to the phase 2. And for the second case is max objective function, that is z star is equal to 0, and no artificial variables appears in the optimum basis. So in this case also proceed to the phase 2. So if we get these two cases, second case and three case, so we will go for the second phase, phase 2. Okay, but if we are getting the case 1, so we are not going for the phase 2. There is no feasible solutions are present. Okay, so this is a phase 1 in the two phase method. So after performing the phase 1, the next step is what? Phase 2. So in the two phase method, we have to find out the feasible solution and optimal solution. So two phase method criteria: no feasible solution. If the minimum value of r is greater than 0, and at least one artificial variable appear in the basis at a positive level, so then the given problem has a no feasible solution and the procedure terminates. Okay. And for the phase 2 criteria, that is for the optimality, so if the minimum value of r equal to 0 and no artificial variables appear in the basis, then a basic feasible solution to the given problem is obtained. So the artificial columns are deleted for the phase 2 computation. So in the phase 2 we are removing all the artificial variables, and phase 2 and perform the operation similar to the simplex method. So if the minimum value of r equal to 0 and one or more artificial variables appear in the spaces at a 0 level, so then a feasible solution to the original problem is obtained. So we must take care of these artificial variables and see that it never becomes positive during the phase 2 computation. So zero cost coefficient is assigned to these artificial variables, and it is retained in the initial table of the phase 2. So if this variable remains in the basis at 0 level, so in all the phase 2 computations, so there is a no problem. So however, the problem arises if it becomes positive in some iteration. So in such a case, a slightly different approach is adopted in selecting the outgoing variable. So the lowest non-negative replacement ratio criteria is not adopted to find the outgoing variable. So artificial variable is selected as the outgoing variable. So in the phase 2, we are removing all the artificial variables. So the artificial variables is called as the outgoing variables. So the simplex method can then be applied as usual to obtain the optimal basic feasible solution to the given linear programming problem. So after removing all the artificial variables in the phase 2, we are performing the steps similar to the simplex method and we get the optimal basic feasible solution. So the next part is what? Phase 2. So now assign the actual cost to the variables in the objective function and a zero cost to every artificial variable that appears in the basis at the zero level. So this new objective function is now maximized by the simplex method subject to the given constraint. So the simplex method is applied to the modified simplex table obtained at the end of a phase 1. So until an optimal basic feasible solution has been attained. So the artificial variables which are non-basic at the end of a phase 1 are removed. So in the phase 1 we are removing all the artificial variables and in the phase 2 we are performing the steps similar to the simplex table. So in the next lecture we discuss one example of a two-phase method. Thank you.